Which countries are communists? A communist state is a one-party state in which the totality of power belongs to a party adhering to Marxist-Leninist ideology, a branch of communist ideology. When Marxism-Leninism peaked, many leaders established communist states across the globe, but the revolutions of 1989 brought down most of them. However, communism remains the official ideology of the ruling parties of China, Vietnam, Cuba, Laos, and, to a lesser degree, North Korea. These states do not claim to have achieved communism, and North Korea disassociates itself from communism and identifies with Juche Ideology. This video focuses on the 5 recognized communist countries and why the world considers them communist states. We urge you to stay tuned and watch until the end. People's Republic of China. In 1949, Mao Zedong took control of China and declared it the People's Republic of China, a communist country. Since then, China has remained a communist country and has been called Red China because of the Communist Party's control. Though China has other minor political parties, the Communist Party of China holds effective and ultimate power at the national level. Pen elections are held locally throughout the country. The CPC controls all political appointments, and there's usually little opposition to the ruling Communist Party. Since opening up to the outside world in recent times, the resulting wealth disparities have crumbled some of communism's concepts. In 2004, China's constitution was amended to recognize private property. Republic of Cuba. Fidel Castro and his comrades took over the Cuban government after a revolution in 1953. More than a decade later, Cuba had become a fully communist country and allied with the Soviet Union. It led to a trade ban imposed on them by the United States. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, China, Bolivia, and Venezuela became Cuba's trade partners. Fidel Castro resigned in 2008, and his brother Raul Castro became the next president. During President Barack Obama's tenure, diplomatic relations between the two countries became cordial, and some bans were lifted. This was short-lived, as President Donald Trump tightened travel restrictions on Cuba in 2017. President Joe Biden reversed some of these policies. Socialist Republic of Vietnam. At a 1954 conference following the First Indochina War, Vietnam was partitioned. During the temporary partition, North Vietnam became communist and was supported by the Soviet Union, while South Vietnam became democratic and was supported by the United States. After several years of war, spanning 2 decades between North and South Vietnam, they became unified in 1976 and declared a communist country. Similar to other communist countries, Vietnam has, in recent decades, moved toward a market economy that has seen some of its socialist ideals supplanted by capitalism. In 1995, under President Bill Clinton, diplomatic relations with Vietnam normalized. Laos People's Democratic Republic. A 1975 revolution supported by Vietnam and the Soviet Union made Laos a communist country. Officially known as the Laos People's Democratic Republic, it is the only landlocked country in Southeast Asia. The country was a monarchy from the 13th to the 20th centuries and traces its cultural and historic identity to Lan Xang, which existed as one of the largest kingdoms in Southeast Asia. Laos' government is primarily governed by military generals who endorse a one-party system embedded with Marxist ideals. In 1988, however, the government began to permit certain forms of private ownership, and it subsequently joined the World Trade Organization in 2013. Democratic People's Republic of Korea. During the Second World War, Japan occupied Korea, and following the end of the war, it was divided into a Russian-dominated North and an American-occupied South. At the time, it was not anticipated that the partition would be permanent. However, the division has endured. In 1945, South Korea declared its independence from the North, and North Korea followed suit. With the support of Russia, Kim Il-sung, the communist leader of Korea, was appointed as the new leader. Even though most world governments consider North Korea a communist country, the Kim family has promoted its brand of government based on the idea of Juche. To further demonstrate their stance on communism, in 2009, They changed the country's constitution to remove all mention of the Marxist and Leninist ideas that are the foundation of communism. Do you have an opinion to share about this video? You can join the conversation by telling us your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.